Um, Hi. Once again, I find myself undressed, which it seems to become quite the theme in my videos. It's currently 1:30 a.m. and yeah, I just came back from traveling with my mom and a friend of mine, and um, yeah, I just decided to record this right now because it has been quite a long time since the last and first video of the channel. So I just decided to actually just get up and start doing things and get to work. So yeah. Although this isn't I can't really say that this is work to me. It's more like a diary. I've been thinking about this for a while. Actually ever since the first video. And this actually feels like a diary of some sort. I don't feel like I'm talking to anybody in specific. I just feel like I'm just pouring whatever I feel out, you know. So I mean, which is kind of like why the vibe is so raw. I guess you can say. I mean, there's no like technical quality in these videos. Nothing like that. Like right now, it's literally just me holding the phone, pointing it to my face. Like there's no like nothing really to it except just for me, who I am and what I'm saying, right? And also my face, I guess. There's also that, but it doesn't really matter too much unless. But yeah, so the truth is, I still have a lot to talk about in regards to the story that I told in the previous video. More so the good part of it, right? Because in the last video, if I recall correctly, it's been a few days. So, but in the last video, I mostly talked about like the negative part, in which, or at least the negative part of the story, like my fuck ups, like what I fucked up, me getting blocked and whatever, like the stupid joke that I made. Right. That's kind of like what I focused on in that video. But the truth is, like that day itself was really good, like really good. And I think I also mentioned this, how great it was, right? But I don't think I stressed and just quite enough how good it was really for me. Um, yeah, the truth is, right. Once I got home that day, that I went out with her, I got home at like 4 a.m. The Uber dropped me down the street, like very close to where I live. And for some reason, as soon as he parked, like 7 water balloons just straight into his windshield. Like no bullshit, just straight into his windshield. Like that was very weird. I got out of the car and started looking around, and just making random conversation with him. You know, I felt very poetic right then and there. Also talking with him when I was in the car about life and stuff. Like it was just this Indian guy, like this Indian Uber driver. Like he barely spoke English, Portuguese, whatever. Like he barely spoke anything, but we still managed to kind of talk. That was pretty cool. Um, life felt quite different. And so when I got home after like a 1 minute walk, and I went for the shower, and you know the day finally ended, it felt very weird to me because that was when the realization came. Like once the warm almost hot water started pouring on me. That's when the realization came that I was finally accepted for who I was. Like I was finally loved. Somebody actually liked me romantically. Like somebody was actually interested in me romantically. Somebody accepted me for who I was, despite all my flaws, despite not just my face, right, and my body, whatever, also the flaws of my character. Somebody took all that and still managed to be attracted to me. And it was a girl who I was attracted to, right? Like that's kind of the main thing. It wasn't just some random girl, like ugly or whatever, like completely repulsive. Like I don't mean this in a bad way, but just completely repulsive. Like it was none of that. No, it was somebody that I was actually attracted to, right? And and to have someone that I'm attracted to finally accept me for who I am, that made all of my traumas feel validated, you know. Or actually, I guess it's the opposite. It just like everything that I had that I've suffered from because of all my traumas, like all the insecurities, the past experiences, especially the negative ones. Like finally, finally, I felt good for who I was. You know, it was I didn't get rejected. I didn't get used. You know what I mean? Like I didn't. People were not. She was not repulsed by me. She was attracted to me. And you know that's something that I was not expecting to come to me anytime soon. I really I don't know. It's difficult to truly put into words the feeling, right? Because I still like notice all the flaws that I have. I still I think I'm self-aware, right? But I guess it is a paradox of self-awareness where you think you're self-aware but you're actually not, but you think you are when you're not. I'm just trying to sound deep, but yeah, it doesn't matter. I think I'm self-aware of that though. Like either way, I do think I am, and so I am still like very aware of like all my problems and all the bullshit that I am still, right. All the insecurities and all the negative aspects of me. Like I still know that they're there, right? But they were accepted. Like she took those and still loved me, even if it was just for a day or a night or whatever, right? Even if it was just for a day, I still felt loved. Finally. And, you know, yeah, I cried in that shower. I actually cried. I didn't start crying like a river, right? I didn't start completely just crying my heart out. But, you know, I sobbed like there were tears running down my face. Like, truly. Because I finally felt love. You know, I think I'm very autistic, honestly. Maybe not very, but I do think I am autistic. Um, in some regards, right? Especially with all the looks makes and stuff that I'm into, and like all the niches that I'm into just randomly, right? All the stupid, I'm not stupid, but all the things that I'm into. Like I really just get into stuff and try to get to the bottom of it, like nutrition, for example. although it does stem from the looks maxing. But yeah, like it's been the thing that I've been really into the most for a while now. Has been looks maxing, straight up. Um, I do think I am a little bit autistic in some regard as to the way I act or the way I feel maybe around people. I never really, and I'm not trying to be a pick me. I'm not trying to act like I'm the only one who feels this way. Like I know I'm not the only one. I'm not special, but I really do feel like I don't belong. Like often when I go out to like parties or when I go out clubbing or whatever, like I really feel like I kind of don't belong there. At least for a while, until well, things start going well enough, I guess. Until I managed to start talking to this girl or whatever, and I managed to get a cool conversation going with some people. Like then, it feels good, and I do enjoy being there. But until then, like I really feel like out of place. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think I'm special for it, but yeah, it's still the way I feel. Right. Yeah. Like there's so much to say still about her or about the me after her. Right. I I've been thinking about her like every day still. Every single day I've been thinking about her. Like I today I went out with a friend and we passed through well this popular place in where I live, which I've gone to many times before, but I went there with her and we passed through there, right? And the whole time that we were there, it's this big avenue. The whole time that we were there, like sitting on the bench, just talking and walking around, I could never, ever stop thinking about her. You know, I walked there with her, by my side, holding hands, you know, while we were talking. I sat on those benches with her as we like caressed each other, as we loved each other, kind of. Like it was not that deep, but it felt that way to me at least. And to not have that anymore, like I know, like sure, I'll find somebody else, and I am trying to find somebody else. Like I'm not just I haven't given up on love, right? I am talking to people right now, but I know that it's never going to be the same. Like that was a one-time thing with her. Like it was special, extremely special, right? She was my first kiss. She was my first like hand holding, romantic, romantically at least, right? And she meant and she means a lot to me still, even though I fucked it up by being stupid, right? Even though I fucked it up, she still means a lot to me. Yeah. I'm really trying my best to get her, not out of my mind, because I don't want to forget these memories. They're still really good. But at the same time, it's still like it hurts. It hurts a lot. It does hurt a lot because of like what I did at the end, right? Because of how I ended it. That's like kind of what hurts the most. Because the good things were good. They were really good. And of course, I'd still miss them, even if everything went well at the end. It wouldn't feel this bittersweet to know that I fucked it up, right? That it was my fault. That we stopped talking. That she blocked me. That I ruined the the image that she had created of me. That I ruined for her probably the memories of us two together. Because I probably did. I, I I highly doubt that I didn't fuck it up, right? So I feel a lot of regret about that. I really do. But life goes on, and we have to keep moving forward. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. That's exactly what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to move forward, trying to find a new girl. I'm going to the gym. I'm going out with friends or whatever. I'm focusing on, looks amazing. I am doing stuff, right? But it's still at the back of my mind. It still lingers. Like all of it still lingers, and that's quite annoying, to be honest. It really is. Um, you know, I feel like if I just continue talking about this, although I do know that I have more stuff to say, I feel like I'm just gonna keep like going in circles and in circles and in circles, and I don't want to do that because that's even like more boring than I'm already being. So I am gonna stop this topic here, and unless I really feel like I have something different and special to say, I'm probably not gonna be talking about this anymore, right? Although I'm kind of lost in what direction I want to take this whole thing, because I'm very much inspired by Clav, or at least Clav's beginning, right? His videos like talking about Lux Maxing and all that stuff, and just kind of like showing his routine and those guides and stuff. I would love to kind of talk about that and make that a thing, because I'm also very much into that. But I know that I don't have the knowledge for it, right? I don't. I could go on a whole like spew about like bone smashing or whatever. It's like at the same time though, like why would I be talking about that? I'm not really sure if it works, right? I don't actively do it. I have tried for some time and I just like on and off, right? I never really felt anything from it, although I know that I haven't done it long enough for it to give any results, right? But at the same time, like I see so much like contradictions, right? Like like so many people say that it works, and so many people say that it doesn't, and that it's scope, it's bullshit, whatever. And it's like, what's the point, bro? What's even the point about like all of this? Yeah, there's this guy that I saw on Instagram. I think his name is Jet Frazen. I think I'm pronouncing his name correctly. It's like he kind of also does videos. He does videos like talking about like kind of like philosophical subjects in a way, and his titles are very interesting. His titles are kind of like kind of. I mean, my title was like I came up with it, but it was very much inspired. The vibe itself was very much inspired by his titles, which is like, oh, she left me heartbroken, and I never felt the same way again, kind of stuff, right? It's like his titles, and that's very interesting to me because it does appeal to me. I haven't watched his videos actually. I do plan on watching. It's very interesting to me, nevertheless. So yeah, I guess like I'm also interested, kind of doing that, like just talking about, because I'm very much also deep into philosophy. Although I used to be more than I am now, but I still like I'm very interested in it. Um, I'd like to talk about that. I don't really know what I'd say. Right, I'm not gonna make lectures on YouTube. That's not my thing. I don't know if it is or not, but it's like I don't really feel like doing it. So yeah, like I guess yeah, this little rant at the end. Yeah, I just like I'm just speaking what's been on my mind, especially in regards to this channel. Because yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I want to do, but I don't really know how to go about it. I don't. My videos, honestly, what I'm trying to also get at is making videos that are kind of like things that I'd watch in the background when I'm playing a game or whatever. Because I haven't played games in a while now. I've stopped. But when I used to like play FIFA or Football Manager or whatever game I was playing, right, I'd always enjoy having a good video in the background. I really did. Like, and usually it would be videos where nothing really would be happening except for like talking, right? There's not like much going on in the screen, so that means that I don't need to be constantly watching it, that I'll be able to hear it, right? And so podcasts, I guess, music, and then especially like just kind of like random videos, kind of like random essays, just talking about life in general, right? They kind of became my thing. Just for example, BRS, he's also a cool YouTuber, although he's a little bit unhinged, but he's pretty cool. I liked his videos, and like videos like his kind of became my thing. But it's hard to find. At least I used to have a hard time finding those kinds of videos. So I guess I'm trying to do something that I would also enjoy to have in the background, right? Something that tickles my brain, something that gets my brain moving, that gets me thinking, that I can relate to. Um, yeah, that's kind of like what I'm trying to get at as well. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna keep making videos, just talking. Um, the vibe will probably stay the same. I don't doubt it. Sorry. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, the vibe will probably stay the same. Like it's still just me, still just me, just speaking my mind, just talking about shit. And so, yeah, damn, I'm sleepy. I gotta go sleep. It's just kind of it, really. It's just me yapping for 25 minutes. That's what this video is about. I don't even know what to title it. Honestly, that's just what this video is about. But yeah, have a good one.